Hello, friend. Thanks for joining me. I'm Reverend Anna. I'm the Senior Minister of Unity of Austin, and I want to share some thoughts with you during this time. We're coming close to Christmas, and the thoughts are good grief. Here's a beautiful quotation from Psalm 30, verse 5b. Weeping may linger for the night, but joy comes with the morning. And a thought from the writer C.S. Lewis. I sat with my anger long enough until she told me her real name was grief. You know, this week we're going to be celebrating joy on our fourth Sunday of Advent, the joy of the birth of the Christ, the awareness of God's presence in us. So Christmas presents us with a paradox. On the one hand, Christmas is meant to be a happy time full of joy, warmth, and promise. And yet those very expectations can bring to the surface times when our hopes were dashed. Perhaps those that we used to celebrate with are no longer with us. Or maybe past festivities were marred by quarrels, too much drinking, lack, or even abuse. Or maybe we simply feel alone or empty amidst the Christmas hurry. And on top of it all, on yet another Christmas, we need to be mindful of health safety. Much to our disappointment, COVID is still circulating. One of the essential ways that we show love to ourselves, our family, and friends is by exercising prudence as we gather. As much as we might want to, we can't just throw caution to the wind. All of this can add up to us sometimes feeling displaced in the Christmas landscape. Where do we fit in? Where's the joy that's supposed to be a part of this season? In the face of this, we may feel helpless. We may feel angry. We may feel depressed. We may want to blame other people or situations. If we try to belong to Christmas by looking outside ourselves, we will likely prolong those feelings. Our inner Christ reminds us that feelings are there to bring us messages, not as punishment of ourselves or others. Being aware of ourselves gives us a very precious opportunity. It is quite likely, as C.S. Lewis wrote, that if we sit with our helplessness and anger long enough, we'll discover that it's covering over deep, painful grief. Grief comes from losing something we need, carrying relationships with people that matter to us, a sense of purpose, meaning, and value, hope for the future, or the sense that we can manage ourselves no matter what comes. Allowing ourselves to feel the grief, taking it into prayer, talking it over with a trustworthy, caring friend or counselor can begin to bring us into Christmas in a new and satisfying way. Grief is a blessing, for it opens the way for a deeper understanding of, joining into, and valuing of ourselves. Honoring our grief opens space to reflect on what Christmas really means to us. Our reflection creates inner ground to stand on, ground from which we can make choices. We find the courage to choose attitudes and activities that fill us up. We begin to belong more fully to ourselves and to God. And through that, we find our place in Christmas and in life. Good grief. Lots of Christmas love and blessings and Christ's light to you during this fourth week of Advent. God bless you.